Hey class, so in this video I'm just going to be going over submitting our audio project. So I'll just go over exporting our file and then submitting everything on Blackboard and creating the Open Lab post. So this process is really similar to what we did with our self-portrait, but obviously we have a different type of file, so we're just going to go over that. So what we're going to do, we're going to make an Open Lab post and we're going to do some documentation. There's a template here, very similar again to our Open Lab template. So we're just going to use that, or our self-portrait template. And we're going to export our file and we're going to post everything on Blackboard. So I'm going to go over to Audacity first and just save, make sure you've got everything the way you want it. And what we'll do is just export this audio file. So I'm going to go to File, I'm going to go to Export Audio. And I think MP3 is going to be fine. You could use other formats, but I think MP3 is probably going to be the best format for us. So just click Export. And I guess I already have exported this before because usually it asks me where I want to put it. Let's try that again. I just want to make sure I put it in the right place. Oh no, it's still going, I guess. Okay, maybe is there a window I can't see somewhere? What's happening? Okay, no, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna export audio. Okay, so actually you set where it goes here. So just make sure you set it in the right place. So I'm going to go to my documents, go to MMP 100, audio portrait of a place. And then I have a few other edits. So this is technically edit 4, or you might call this like audio final or whatever the name of your project is. And it's going to be an MP3. Just click save. All the defaults should be fine. So I'm just going to click export here. And now if I go to the Finder, I'm going to open a new window, Command N, and go to my MMP 100 folder. And so you can see I've got a few different exports, and then I've got my audio final here. And then the AUP3 file is important. So this is like our PSD or our Illustrator file. This is the edit file where I can actually see how many tracks you have and all the edits that you made. And so you need to submit this, just like in our previous project, you need to submit this for me to be able to grade and give you feedback. So this AUP3 file, that's the Audacity file, that's going to go on Blackboard. The MP3 file, the audio final, that's going to go on the Open Lab. So let's go back over to the browser. I'm going to go to the Open Lab, and I'm just going to create a new post by clicking on the plus button here. And let's make sure to select a category. So I'm going to go to Categories, and I'm going to go to audio. And so for the title, I'll say my podcast audio. And then I'm just going to embed the audio. You could write some stuff here. You could do something else, but let's just go ahead and embed the audio. So when we're adding audio, you can actually see there's like an audio block here. But if you don't see that, just type in audio, try to spell it correctly, unlike me. And then here we can upload or drag and drop our file. So I'm just going to go to my documents, go to MMP 100, audio portrait, and find my audio final, click open. That's going to add the audio in there. And then I can add the rest of my template in here. So the first part of the audio statement is the title. So I'm going to say title is the Owen Roberts podcast. Yours can be whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a podcast, whatever you want to do. This is spring 2024, and software is Audacity. Okay. So then a short description. So this should kind of explain what your premise was for your piece, what the motivation was, what you why you thought it was interesting, what you tried to do, and then any other technical issues. So you want to think about this not in terms of like what's required for the assignment, but what if you use this in your portfolio at some point, what is it important for someone who doesn't have any idea what they're looking at to know about this project. So I'm going to say for my audio podcast, I used Audacity to add audio effects like reverb and delay. And I sourced music from Free Music Archive. Anything else that you want to include about your podcast or your audio project, whatever it is that makes it interesting or unique, include that in your description. So finally, just like in our Photoshop project, we use some Creative Commons stuff here. So we're gonna use the sounds that we found online, and we're gonna follow this this template for credits. So I saved my audio files as bookmarks in my browser. Hopefully you did the same. If not, you could probably find them again. So the first sound I use is this bicycle bell. Let's put in the info here. So the name is very long. I can't actually see the whole thing. Let's see if we can copy the text. Let's see, copy. And then, so the title should go in quotation marks. And I'm actually gonna do control. So I'm gonna put a quotation mark, oops. I'm gonna put a quotation mark and then control shift V. So I'm just gonna put the title in here like this. And then the author is, this is the author's name here. So I'll paste that in. And then the next thing that I need to do is the license. So we can find the license here, CC0. I'll just copy that and paste that in there. And then the website is freesound.org. So I'll just do freesound.org. And the date published September 27th, 2015. Just copy that and paste that in there. And then finally, just put a link to this track. And then I'll select that text and hit Command K to make it link. And then if I want the link to, oops, I want the link to, this title is too long. That's what I want to hit. I want to open that in a new tab. Okay, so that's our first sound credit. Our second sound credit, let's put an intro here. So sound credits for sounds used. All right, our second sound is over here. And that's the name of the track. So I'm gonna put that in quotation marks. Looks like it didn't copy. Let's try that again, Command C. Huh, for some reason it does not like to copy this. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna click copy and it still doesn't copy. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Maybe I can copy it from here. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's hit Command Z, undo. Okay, I'm just gonna have to type it out. I'm not sure why I can't copy that text, but let's just type it out. So it's beat piano extended. Beat piano extended. Okay, by TKP. Okay, and the license is down here. It's CC BY 4.0. We'll copy that. That copied fine. That's nice. Then we have the title of the website is freemusicarchive.com. And the date it was published is January 22nd, 2024. Okay, so I don't know what is going on, but you really cannot copy things on this website. That's really funny. Okay, so I'll just write out January 22nd, 2024. Oh, that's really recently. And then we just want to link to this recording. So I'll link that. And we're all good to go. So we can publish this. You could preview the draft first if you want to make sure everything looks good, but I'm just going to go ahead and publish. Hit that twice, copy this, and then let's view the post. So we just need this link, which I already copied, but you could copy it from there as well. And then we need our AUP3 file, and that's it. We've got everything we need. Okay, so let's go back into, let's go over to Blackboard. And I'm in the student preview mode. I'm going to go to assignments. Here's the audio portrait. You can see everything is basically the same here as what it says on Open Lab, but you can also see the rubric here. So you can review everything that's required for the assignment. So take a look at that. And then we'll just create our submission. So I'm just going to paste in, I'll just do Command V, our link to our Open Lab post. And then remember to upload a file, browse local files, and make sure you attach. So I'm going to go to Documents, MMP 100, Audio Portrait, and then attach this AUP3 file. Make sure it's the AUP3 file, so you might see that Audacity logo. If you don't see the file extensions, if you're on Windows, just go into the View section in File Explorer and turn on file extensions. But you'll probably see that Audacity logo, so that's another way that you'll know what that is. So click Open there, and then that's it. Just click Submit. So that's everything that you need to do to submit the audio project. So again, remember to submit the AUP3 file. If you do not submit that, I'm just going to tell you to submit it. I'm not going to grade it because I need that to grade it. So just remember to do that, and everything else should be good. So let me know if you guys have any questions. That's it for this week. We are going into a completely new topic next week. We're going to be talking about animation. So, we're going to be continuing to just move through everything. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.